If you want to become a machine learning engineer in 2025, it's going to be hard, and people are actually lying to you. While the job has a high salary, future-proof and ever-growing field, exciting work, and even remote job opportunities, it's not all perfect, because most people never actually get a job in the first place. They do the wrong things and waste months, if not years of their life studying without anything to show for it. Look, I don't want you to fall in that trap, and that's why I've made a simple, proven, and fast ML roadmap for beginners to get jobs. If you just follow it step by step, it's proven to work. And if you're early, you can use the strategy before other people so you have even more to gain from it. This is a simple 6-step process and you'll need all of the steps to succeed. Skip one and it's pretty much guaranteed failure. So let's begin. Now, first we need to kind of learn 2 fundamental things. And the first one is that Python is a very versatile programming language used across machine learning. You'll need a fundamental understanding of Python and its basics. But you don't need to learn everything about Python to become a machine learning engineer. You only really have to focus on the certain parts that machine learning applies to. Next, while machine learning does not require you to be a professor in mathematics, there will be some math required. You'll need to know the basics of concepts like linear algebra, statistics, and calculus. And if you don't know these, then take an online course like this one on the screen, which is going to teach you these basics pretty quickly. Step 2 is also essential, and here's where you'll start learning the actual machine learning concepts themselves. You'll have to learn about supervised learning and unsupervised learning, and these are different ways that the machine can learn, simply put. Other key concepts include how to evaluate a model, count for biases, and overfitting. Now, I recommend the machine learning specialization on Coursera since it's going to teach you exactly this. It begins with supervised learning, covering algorithms, and finally unsupervised learning. And it's also made for beginners and top rated, so it's a pretty good option to try. Now, moving on to the next step, which is crucial to getting hired, and you'll need to be credible to get a job. This means that you don't just have the skills, but you can actually show them to employers. There are actually a lot of people with the right skills who can still never get hired because they're not able to look credible on paper, and there's actually some candidates that are not as good as the other people, but that just look better on paper, so they get hired. And the first step is to head over to Kaggle, and this is a data science platform where you can find small, real-world data sets that you can work with and see how other people are doing. This will allow you to start doing your own projects. And a project is just something that you're working on that tests your ability to apply these concepts to real problems. For example, you could build a recommendation system or a classification model. I actually recommend just free YouTube tutorials when you get started because they're free and eventually you can do your own projects independently. Guided projects are pretty affordable and they're on Coursera or DataCamp and they're very nice too. Now, step 4 is returning to learning because you're not really done yet. You know the basics of Python, but you'll need to know some specific libraries, which are basically ways of extending the normal Python functionalities, adding some useful things for machine learning. For example, scikit-learn and TensorFlow. The best way to find out which ones are important is just by looking at job descriptions, which is going to give you an indication of what the actual skills employers are looking for. They'll usually put some sort of variety of skills, as you can do the same things with different programming languages and tools. So don't get discouraged if you see many different skills, because you don't need every single skill and they can often kind of replace each other if you know one of them. Now, step 5 is to learn how to deploy your models. And a core part of machine learning is actually working with the actual machine learning models. While this is vastly oversimplified, you should learn how to deploy your models using Flask or FastAPI. You could also use Heroku or Google Cloud for certain deployments. And I actually recommend the Introduction to Machine Learning in Production course by Deep Learning AI. It's a top-rated course and it's going to teach you the basics. Or you could take the Deploying Machine Learning Models course by UC San Diego. And all of these courses are actually available for free. They do have some specific things if you want certificates, but everything is actually accessible for free, which is quite convenient. So now let's take a quick break and step back to answer the question of degrees, right? Do you need a degree to become a machine learning engineer, and what does the reality actually look like? Here's the thing. Many job postings do require a degree, especially for larger companies or traditional industries. The main reason for that is that they use degrees as a filter, right? Machine learning requires a lot of skills, and most people that don't have these skills yet, they would sometimes still apply for the position. That's not to say that the people with a degree always have the right skills, but generally speaking, they're going to be more likely to have the skills, which is why the companies are requiring degrees. Companies get a lot of candidates, and they're basically able to screen these candidates by raising the bar a little bit and demanding a degree. But it's important to understand that experience can also outweigh degrees, especially at startups or smaller companies that focus more on the actual skills rather than the bureaucracy itself. That's not to say that it's not going to be harder. Of course, it's going to be easier if you do have the right sort of theoretical foundation like a degree, but there are actually machine learning engineers without a degree. They do exist. However, the path for them has been much more complex than for their peers with a degree. That's pretty much the thing that I've found online, is that they've been able to do it, but it's been a much more complex journey. If you still want to go for it, here's what you can do, right? So you can build a very strong portfolio with different projects, which we're going to discuss later. And you can also earn a certificate from Google, Microsoft, etc., which is going to give you a little edge as well. But the most important thing is networking. If you're able to get referrals and network with people, you can actually bypass the degree requirements in some instances and get hired even if you don't meet the typical applicant profile. It actually seems like from the testimonials that I've read online that most people that get hired without a degree, they don't really go through the traditional approaches. They usually go through some sort of networking either internally or, with other companies. And then moving on to step 6, which is where you'll get hired. Start building out your portfolio, for example, on Kaggle or GitHub. And once you've uploaded some of your projects and you're familiar with the process, you can also build your own personal portfolio through your own separate website. You don't need to be some web developer or even design your own website. There are free templates available, for example, on Wix, WordPress, or even some other portfolio websites nowadays. You can then send this link to recruiters, either directly or through your resume. It's just important to have your portfolio project somewhere so they can go one step further and see the work that you've done, not just your resume itself. And again, this is also particularly important if you don't have a traditionally strong resume, like with a lot of experience or education. And now you're ready to apply for a job. But remember that most people actually fail on their first attempt. Keep learning, improve your skills and your portfolio, and try again. Join different communities, engage in the field, and network. And don't be discouraged from applying to jobs. Obviously, you shouldn't apply for something that you're completely unqualified for, but don't be afraid of applying to a job just because you're missing a few skills, because the only way to get lucky is you put yourself out there in the first place. Thanks for watching, and I wish you all the best on your machine learning journey.